Students of Success, Dr. Mike here. Today I want to talk to you about the power of consistency. Consistency is just like it says, being consistent every single day. Too many people set a goal or have an idea of what they want, but then take inconsistent actions, which would mean, let's just take health for instance. They have a health goal. They want to get ready for summer. They want to look better on the beach. They want to have a better body. They want to just for the physical appearance. Well, they start one day, and they're tired the next day, and so they take off. And then the next day they're like, well, if I just get one more day rest, that helps my muscles. And then they'll do it again. And then basically, as they add it up over a 30-day period, instead of taking 30 days of consistent action, they've only done it about 10 times. Then it leads to failure. It leads to giving up because they're not seeing any results, because they're not consistent. To be consistent every day, to be able to see things, the goal will be a result of your consistent action. So how do we stay consistent every day and stay motivated to be able to want to do it? Now, if you're looking for motivation, you're looking to get up every morning and say, yes, I want to go for it. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to work out. I'm ready to improve on my career. I'm ready to, really shine my relationships. It's not going to happen. It's not. You might be motivated for a little bit after you hear something like this, or after you watch a movie, or you get inspired by seeing somebody else be successful. But in time, sometimes 10 seconds later, sometimes a day, that motivation goes away. That's when we need to tap into different things in our life to be able to be successful. The first one obviously is setting clear goals. We have to know exactly, precisely what we want out of life in these areas so we can take consistent action. Setting SMART goals. And I talk about this on my other videos, and then I talk about the success formula on how to achieve these goals. But we have to know what we want. And I always say, I preface this with, go out and ask somebody what they want. They won't be able to tell you. Because as Zig Ziglar said, they live lives of generality instead of meaningful specifics. You got to know what you want. If you don't know specifically what you want, you can't take consistent action towards it. The second one is huge, and I talked a lot about this in my past videos, is setting a daily routine. When you set that daily routine, it puts you in an action sequence. It's being knowing that you get up at 5 a.m. every morning, that you meditate and reflect immediately after you take a shower, that you sit down and write for a half hour in your journal, that you take place. I do push-ups every morning. I do 1,000 push-ups, 10 sets of 100 every single morning. I've been doing that for years. It's consistent. I drink a gallon of water every single morning between the time I get up and noon. And then I do my workout, and I walk at least 2+ miles every single day. These types of consistent actions not only help you towards your overall goal, maybe a physical goal, a health goal, a career goal, but it also helps you develop, the third thing, is self-discipline. Self-discipline should have been first on this list. It could be first on every single list of every single thing you do in your life, because discipline is the ability to do the things that you do not want to do. Whenever the problem with a lot of people, and it's probably you as well in certain areas, is we base our actions, we kill our consistency based on feelings. We don't feel like doing something, so we don't take action. Discipline is what comes in and says, I don't care how you feel, you got to get this done. And when I talked the other day about being happy, a disciplined person is one of the most happy people on the planet, because they use that pain, they use that drive the getting through to establish a sense of self-pride. That self-pride is what gives them happiness. So if you're looking to be a little happier in your life, you got to establish a routine and especially discipline. Make your goals, create a list, watch the success principles, how we break that down, and then stay disciplined to it. The days that you do not want, it's easy to go and do something whenever we want to do it. Real easy. But the thing that separates that top 10% in our society is not overall skill sets. Everybody goes to college, that does go to college. They don't all get out and automatically be successful because they don't have the discipline and the consistency required to reach certain levels. And the last one is probably one of the most important as well. They're all important, but we have to celebrate our victories. Celebrate these things and learn from our setbacks. So taking accountability and understanding where we're at in this action also will help. So whenever the day is through and we are reflecting on everything, when we do something good that day, give ourselves a pat on the back. But on the vice versa, if we do something that is not good during the day, make sure that we write that down and we talk to ourselves about improving on the next day. And the best way to do that is through accountability. Now, who do you be accountable to? You have to be accountable to yourself. But one thing you got to be very, very wary of and watch out is who you share these goals with, because these people in your life, the bitchers, the moaners, the criers, the complainers, the losers, the first thing they want to do is destroy your consistency. We have come to a culture that is easier to tear people down than it is to build themselves up. They're the kind of people that whenever they know specifically that you're on a diet or an exercise plan, they'll say, just one dessert's not going to hurt you, or if you skip today, it's not going to do. They're not doing that to be your friend. They're not doing that to help you. They're doing that to try to hurt and destroy you because it makes them feel better, makes them feel like you're part of their group because they're so lazy and have zero discipline. If they can pull you down, then it doesn't make them look so bad because these bitchers, moaners, criers, and complainers, all they do is they work on the comparison. They're not focused on themselves. They're focused on everybody else around them. And when they're focused on everybody around them, and they're always, the gossipy type person, and you know who they are, they're not focused on bettering themselves. They're focused on bringing others down to their level so they don't have to work. It's a sickness. It's really a sickness because it stops them from achieving anything in their lives. You have to eliminate these people. And when you start sharing your goals for somebody to hold you accountable, don't share these things with those types of people because they will try to undermine and destroy them. Share them with people that you know will celebrate your victories. With a coach, with an accountability coach, with maybe your spouse. Sometimes you got to be careful about that as well. A mentor, somebody who is at where you want to be, that was where you are right now. Somebody that wants to see you succeed. You got to be very careful with this because people these days are just looking. It's almost like a sport to some people, especially on social media. Especially if you can be anonymous on things, people are always willing to give their 2 cents to try to rip you down. So you've got to stay strong. It comes down to mindset, to living your best life, because people are out to get your mind, not you, but your mind, and they can steal it away. And you have to have the discipline to be able to hold on to it. And remember, there are only so many days left in our life. Be consistent. Consistency will give you that better life. It will give you that better day today, so tomorrow can also be better. So until tomorrow, like and subscribe, watch my videos, and take care, guys.